This is Nigeria, the corporate jungle, where everyone is either a hustler or a make-believe CEO. To succeed, you have to work hard and seize your opportunities. And if you do, you could be one of Africa's next billionaires. Our crude makes us one of the most oil-rich countries in the world and Africa's largest economy. However, the country still lacks basic infrastructure, a factor that can make doing business difficult. The entrepreneurial spirit in Nigeria is ranked as one of the fastest growing globally. Sterling Bank recognizes this and is giving budding entrepreneurs an opportunity to pitch their ideas, convince the judges, and get that critical capital investment to kickstart their business.
The problem with that is, how can I invest in your idea if I can't see how I'm going to get my money back?
These applicants will come face to face with our business experts and celebrity judges who have been handpicked to help develop and decide the fates of these anxious entrepreneurs. From over 8,000 applicants, we are down to 200 business ideas. But only 3 with compelling innovations will be selected to grow their dream business and harness their full potential. The question now is, who will succeed, who will fail, and what business will get that 10 million naira?
12 rounds, ding ding. Sick and tired of the whole damn thing, yeah. Stick a move in the ring. You can hit me with the words you fling now. You're never gonna keep me down. You're never gonna keep me down. No, no, no. You're never gonna keep me down. You're never gonna keep me down. No, no, no. Be lucky if I stick around. Maybe foolish, but I ain't a clown. No, no, no. You're never gonna keep me down. You're never gonna keep me down. No, 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 no.
Pitch Nigeria, brought to you by Sterling. Over 200 brilliant minds had a chance to pitch to our judges. Right now, we're down to our final 50, who will be right here for day 1 of the boot camp. Over the next 2 days, they'll go through intensive training sessions that'll either make or break their dreams. The next time you see the contestants, they will be getting ready for the top 50 pitches. What will happen is we'll break them up into 2 groups of 25, where we will find out who will be number 1, number 2, and number 3, going home with 10 million. 5 million and 1 million naira respectively. My name is Illy and this is The Pitch Nigeria. Welcome to Boot Camp, Day 1.
You're never gonna keep me down. You're never gonna keep me down. No, 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 no.
Pitch Nigeria, brought to you by Sterling.
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Are we correctly? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Aha, better. Okay, my name is Helen Emore. I'll be taking the class today on strategy and business modeling. I am the proud mother of a young man called Onome. I'll tell you about him later. And I'm also an agribusiness enthusiast. And I have over 27 years in business development, organizational development, and of course, SME support. I started my life as a marketing person, and I've gone through different phases, just like most of you are in this room. And one of the best times I say to myself is now. I retired in 2015 from hustling, and I started working in 2015. So now I'm working. I've stopped hustling. You know, they say the hustle is real, eh? I'm not hustling anymore. Me, I'm just working now.
Growth is essential for any successful business, just like developing from a hustler to a businessman. And our contestants, from the auditions to the boot camp, now the stage is set for them to shine at the top 50.
Making it to this stage, I'm actually very excited. Now, when I came for the first round of interviews, I was not actually sure if I was going to make it.
Well, I feel great. I feel privileged to have made it to this stage. I understand a lot of people applied, and to have made it to the best 50, I'm glad and I'm grateful to both Sterling Bank and to EDC. Thank you very much.
From 9,000 to 1,000 to 200 to 50, I feel quite great. I feel quite privileged. I feel one of the lucky few.
I didn't believe I was even going to make it, you know, going by the people that applied. But, you know, as I made it, I just can't express my joy. I believe the judges were so fair.
I learned that we about 9,000 applied for the competition, after which 200 best 1,000 selected. After the online class, 200. Then I'm among the last 50. So I believe it's grace of God and hard work.
It's been an amazing experience for me. So I've made it to this stage. It's really wonderful.
I know that the pitch is supposed to be some sort of competition. Yes, so I always advise people who are in competitions to relax and enjoy the journey. You've already won a scholarship to EDC, and that's valuable. So let's enjoy this session. Let's have a good time together. I'm going to ask you to introduce yourselves very briefly. You introduce yourselves the way I introduced myself. My own was very long. I just want you to tell me your name and what you do so that I can identify you with an industry as we speak. Is that okay by you?
Pretty awesome. At least it feels good to know that I'm able to get this far and I have a chance. I have a shot at the prize money.
I feel like 1 in a million because when I realized the stage, the process and everything I had to pass through in order to get to this stage, it just makes me feel this special that I've been able to achieve something awesome for myself.
How I feel about making it to the stage. Oh, I feel good. It's really a privilege, I would say. So I thank God for the opportunity.
We've talked about strategy. It appears like an abstract thing, right? I have a strategy. But do you have a strategy or a plan? Whether you have it formally documented or not, whether you planned like them or you didn't plan formally, you have a strategy. The question is, what kind of strategy do you have? So this applies to a lot of industries. It's a form of analysis. If you can answer what you want to do, why you are doing it, when you will do it, where you will do it, who will help you make it happen, then you have some sort of strategy, right? But what the school of thought on strategy says is that you must have a plan for every level of your business, depending on the size. So you can have a corporate strategy, a business unit strategy, and an operation strategy.
You're never gonna keep me down. You're never gonna keep me down. No, 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 no.
Pitch Nigeria, brought to you by Sterling.
Welcome back to the Pitch Nigeria. This is day 1 of the boot camp. We're about to go intimate right now and give you a little one-on-one with our facilitator for today, Madam Helen. She is super, and all the participants are very excited. We're also going to show you up close and personal moments with them as they talk about their journey on day 1 and also all the experiences in between. This should be quite candid.
The learning we do here is action learning, meaning that you take the concepts and you immediately apply it to your business. Because if we don't do that, most of the things we say will be above their head. But now what we do in class is action learning, meaning you take the principle and you immediately help them apply it to their business and they discuss amongst themselves. So there's a lot of peer consulting that also helps. So we are preparing them for real life situations. The learning that happens here is real life learning. It's not just textbooks. It's not just reading textbooks and applying it. It's that most of us are also entrepreneurs. So we can tell them the realities of the world they live in, and we can share experiences and they can share amongst themselves. And you'll find that most of them will say, oh yes, I learned a few things that I didn't know about my business.
Through the course of our discussion, I've just discovered that that's what, I mean, she has a product known as an orange potato. You know, I had never heard of it before. Because the only thing we're used to is the Irish potato and ordinary sweet potato.
It has been a very amazing experience. It's a privilege to be tutored in ADC, and which is being sponsored by Sterling Bank and the SME Toolkit.
The content of the training itself has been really amazing. And their center is motivational enough. Yeah.
Oh, it's been awesome. I wasn't expecting this much quality, but I was really surprised at how everything's been going very well. It's a very interactive. We're having very interactive sessions. We've been laughing. We've been having fun. It's really not like learning, but at least we're getting something out of it, and it's really interesting.
What I learned from the bootcamp? A lot. I've learned how to network with so many people. I've learned how to pitch, and I've also learned how to, I've also learned from other people's businesses, which before now I did not even know.
Of recent, I met somebody that was into machine fabrication, and I've networked with him, and I saw an opportunity with us partnering together. So the bootcamp was really a nice experience for me.
Well, so far I've seen a diverse group of entrepreneurs. I would say it shouldn't just be the industry. It shouldn't just be the ideas. It should be the person. For me, I think all the ideas work. I'm particularly interested in food processing and the agro-allied businesses, because in that space, there's a lot of things happening that people don't know, and people are really, really doing things differently. For me, I think that space deserves encouragement. Success is not only about naira and kobo. That's why we say look at every part of the business. If you have a short-term mentality that I'm making money now, and the business is centered around you, a time will come, all your friends will no longer be where they are, the systems will change, technology will change. Will you still be making as much money? We would have a group activity, and you'll be grouped into industries. So we'll have the people in recycling together, people in food processing, one group, ICT and allied. So all of you who have ICT related businesses, manufacturing, whether it's liquid soap, food processing, I talk farming, if you are doing cropping, and then of course people doing cropping will be one group. To be a successful entrepreneur in Nigeria, you have to be resilient, you have to be disciplined, and more importantly, you have to create value. So those are very important. If you are disciplined and you're resilient and you're creating value, you'll find the support that you need, financial, material, and also support from the ecosystem. So you have to display discipline and value creation.
Our B2B or B2C customers always would dictate the price and tune to them. Thank you very much.
Question, I want to challenge your buying power.
Yeah.
How can you say your buyer's powers are limited?
Okay.
When people are buying software off the internet for 50,000 naira, for 2,000 naira a month, for 7,000 naira a month. Again, it's a question.
Yes.
Can you safely say that? Reflect on it. Is it limited? There are softwares that give you everything. Sage gives you everything, end to end. And I don't have to spend so much. Okay. I don't know.
So we looked at that as well, and that, which is why we use the word limited.
Okay.
Now, Sage is not a B2C service. Most of the services in our industry is B2B.
Sage is B2C. I'm not an accountant. I can use my Sage.
Yeah, but you use it for your business.
Yes.
Not for you as a person, for your company.
We'll talk about it later. Let me clap for you again.
It's a business that consumes it.
Again, it's something you need to reflect on.
The boot camp has been going on well. I've really enjoyed myself because I've learned a lot of things. Those things I didn't know.
Very, very engaging. The networking has been very massive. We're getting to know ourselves, getting to look at other areas where we can leverage. And for me, I would say it's been quite fulfilling.
Oh, it's been great. I've actually done something with EDC before, so they've met their usual standards, and I think it's great that Sterling and Bank partnered with them to bring this to us. So it's always been learning and relearning, and it's been great.
What I've gained so far is of help for me to grow my business, even if I'm not one of the winners, which I'm hopeful. So what I've gained so far is even more than what I thought we would be here to do.
It has been quite an experience. We've been able to learn so much at so little of a time, and we've been able to also see areas that we need to improve. That is not just looking for the money. We can get mentorship here. We can also get market access.
They've tried to, expand my knowledge and also change my perspectives to some certain concepts and ideas on enterprise management.
The boot camp has been good, fair, fun, learning, improving, and all that, because we are from different industries, and you see what people are doing, what they are into, how they are doing it. So I've been learning from my colleagues, so we've been learning from each other.
We've seen that it's an opportunity for us to also introduce ourselves, know ourselves better, while we also improve on our knowledge.
As they head out, my advice to them is to take the learnings. It's not just the money. If you get all the money in the world and you're not smart about it, you're going to lose all of them very easily. You're going to run into trouble very quickly, and you won't be able to pay the money back. So for me, beyond looking for money, they should take the learning experience very seriously. What Sterling Bank has done is provided free, valuable training. If they had to pay for this training themselves, it would have cost them a tidy sum, which most entrepreneurs cannot easily afford, especially when they are growing businesses. So I'd take the learning experience, and that would show in the way you make your presentation how well you have taken it.
You're never gonna keep me down. You're never gonna keep me down. No, 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 no.
Pitch Nigeria, brought to you by Sterling.
Talk about an awesome day. It's a wrap right here for day one of the boot camp. The learning curve, the process was simply amazing. Right now, all I can say is that the contestants are getting vital information that they do need for them to become A-listers who can give their very best when it's time for the top 50. It's Illy. This is the Pitch Nigeria, brought to you by Sterling Bank. And all I can say is get ready, because tomorrow the excitement continues.